How's it going, guys? It's Coach Ivan here. For this video, I wanted to show you guys how to create your own workouts based off of the exercises that are available in my Trainerize profile as your coach. This is a great way to build your own workouts. If you go to the gym or you don't find something from the list of workouts I have pre-made already, this is a great opportunity to learn how to create your own workouts and also add in your own stats as well. Okay, so I'm in my actual I'm in my client profile, so I actually have myself as a client in Trainerize. So this is exactly how yours should look from your starting dashboard. So if we go down from across the bottom, we have your dashboard, your calendar, you have your, if you click on the kettlebell, that shows you all of the exercises or workouts that are pre-built that you can just go ahead and select and schedule, top right to schedule to a particular day of the month. So you can also build your own programs as you need to. If you have an off day with me, or if you're going to be going on vacation, this is a great way to kind of set up your own workouts as well. Okay, so let's cancel that. We'll go back to the calendar. If you click on the goals, you'll see that you'll have your goals here. Some people have specific goals related to performance. Most of you guys should have your nutrition goals there. And then if you have a meal plan assigned, you can see that as well. What we want to do though is we want to go back into the calendar, and there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can click on the day itself. So for example, today is Thursday, May 19th. So you can click on Thursday. You want to click on workout. And at the top, it shows that you can build your workout of the day. So that's what we want to click on. Okay. And then we want to just do, you can click a regular workout, which is basically you build it out the way that you want to. You set up the circuits and all of that. You can do a circuit specific workout, which will build a circuit out for you. Or if you want to do it based off of timings, like timing intervals, you can do an interval workout, and then it'll basically set up the timings. And the cool thing about the interval is that it has the built-in timer for you. So that's the one that you can click start, and it'll actually go through the timing process for you. Okay, so what I want to do today is just work with regular. So you can see we're on a blank canvas here. If we click on insert exercise, this is where you can find the entire list of exercises that I have in my coaching profile. Okay, some of them have videos, some of them don't. Some of them are pre-built into the app. Some of them I have of my own videos for you. So there's a couple of ways that you can go through this and search for stuff. So you can click on the search bar and you can type chest and look for all of the chest related workouts that pop up. Okay, but let's assume that I know exactly what I want. I want to do a upper body, chest and back workout. So what I want to do, and I have, based off of what equipment you have, you can look up for your barbell. I usually do like a BBs for barbell, and let's say I want to do a press. You can see which options you have there for different types of presses. The one at the top is the one I'm looking for, which is the barbell bench press. If you click on it, you can see the video that guides you on how to do it with the instructions if there's some available. And then you can just click on the upper right to hit add, or you can just go back and hit the plus sign and add it there. Let's say that I also want to do some TRX rows, TRX, which are the straps that we use. So TRX and suspension are basically the same thing. So if you do TRX row, you'll see that there's a bunch of different type of suspension type rows. I'll say I want to do the low row because I want to hit my lats. So we'll click on that. Let's say that we want to do some dumbbell incline presses. So you can do DB and start typing incline. And you'll see right there, it starts popping up dumbbell incline type of workouts. The one I'm looking for is this dumbbell incline bench press. Make sure that you read the full title there, because there's also a chest fly above it. And you can also watch the video to make sure. Select the exercise. And then let's say we want to do a dumbbell row as well. All right, so there's a couple of rows here. If you have a Bosu ball, there's different types of rows. There's a dumbbell bent over row without any kind of stabilization, which would be both arms. What I want is the second one on the list, a dumbbell single arm bent over row, We select that and hit done. Nice. So here's our list of exercises. So from here, you can also set different things. Like let's say you want to do 5 sets of each. You can click on the number of sets, change that to whatever you want. You can also set your targets if you know what you're trying to look for, your rep range, or if you want to set it up for time, like how long you want to do it for, and then count your reps. You can do it that way as well. Okay. So right now, the way that this is structured, when you start your workout, it'll have you do 3 sets of barbell bench presses, then you have your suspension low row, then you have your dumbbell incline bench press, and then your dumbbell single arm bent over row. Right? Now, let's say that you want to create supersets, which are 2 exercises back to back. Typically, supersets hit different muscle groups, so you can let one rest while you're working on the other muscle group. So let's say for the first one, we want to superset the barbell bench press, so we select that one, and the suspension low row. Down at the bottom, you can do a superset. Now, the difference between a superset and a circuit. So a superset is usually there's no rest in between. So it's like you're jumping from one exercise immediately to the other. The only difference between the superset and the circuit is that the circuit allows you to set a time in between as rest as well. Now, you can set up a superset to be like a circuit, and it's basically the same thing, but that's just to explain the difference. So for example, if I do a superset, you'll see that from the barbell bench press, there's no break over here where it says none, and then it goes right into the suspension low row, and then it gives you a 90-second break. And it'll basically loop through that 3 times, so you can go through each exercise 3 times and make sure that you get all 3 sets done. So right now you're looking at a superset of 3 sets, and no target specified, no break after barbell bench press, suspension low row, no targets set, and then you have a 90-second rest between it goes that you can choose to do before it goes into your next 2 sets. Okay, so let's ungroup that, and I'll show you what the difference is when you click on a circuit. So now when you click on a circuit, it shows you your 3 rounds. Since no break was specified on this one, you can go ahead and set a break. Sometimes it'll set a timing break for you. So as you can see, there really wasn't a difference between the superset and the circuit there. The superset, it associates it with, the circuit associates it with rounds. And then if you do the superset, it associates it with sets. Okay. So let's ungroup those. So let's say that you want to add a new exercise from this point forward. Down in the bottom right, you can click and add another exercise. Let's just say that you have a boxing bag there. I'll pick some jab cross punches and done. Down at the bottom right as well, there's to the left of the exercise, you can add a rest as well. Then you can click and hold and move these as you want to in between, so you can build and match. Let's say I don't need that rest, so I'm gonna select it and then delete it. Let's say that I don't want to do the punching bag anymore, so we delete that, and I'm going to create 2 supersets here for each of these exercises, and I'm not going to worry about the targets just yet. So from here we can do a save, and now let's go ahead and X out of this at the moment, so you can see now how it's built first before we X out. So you can see you got your superset of 3 sets, barbell bench press, suspension low row, dumbbell incline bench press, dumbbell single arm bent over row, and then you can choose to start now. It tells you what equipment you're going to need to do it. If you do mark as complete, it's going to have you come in here and go ahead and fill in your stats, or you can cancel that, discard that change, and you can do start now. Basically going to do the same thing. The mark as complete is good for when you're doing the interval. Like let's say you have an interval workout set up, but you don't have a timer, or you don't want to go off a timer, you want to take your time through the exercises. Rather than clicking start now and starting the timer and having to go through the timed workout, you can just click on mark as complete and then just fill in and do the workout at your own pace and fill out the information. Okay, so from here, let's cancel out of that. Let's go ahead and X out of this for now. So now we built a workout for the day, for today, for Thursday. Let's say that I get too busy to be able to do the workout, so I need to move it to tomorrow on Friday. So what I can do is I can click and hold and move it to any day that I want to. Okay, and you can click in here, and then you can do your mark as complete or start now, start your workout, go in here and set up your stats. Now, it's important. This is why it's important to log your stats in here, because a lot of times for your performance reviews, I'll take a look at the main lifts, like the barbell related lifts, or maybe if you're doing a fitness test, you want to make sure you log all your reps, because I can compare those stats with what you've done in the past and see if there's any performance improvements. Performance improvements are great because if you feel like you haven't been losing weight or you're not seeing any changes in your body through your pictures, but I have evidence of performance improvements, then that is a good enough, that is a good way to show you that you are improving. You're just not seeing it aesthetically or in your measurements just yet. Okay, so from here you can see that you can pick the exercises and perform the exercises that you want. Let's show you another thing here. So let's say you want to substitute a workout. Let's say you went to the gym. This is a common issue. Let's say you went to the gym. You see that everybody's using the barbell bench press. And so it's like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to do my barbell bench press. So here's what you can do is you can substitute. So on the 3 dots on the right of the exercise, click on the 3 dots, click on substitute. This will open up the search for another exercise to substitute. Let's say I'm going to do a dumbbell press. Okay. And I'm going to look for a dumbbell bench press because the bench is open. One of those loose benches are open, but not the one with the barbell. So you can do dumbbell bench press, select that, substitute, and now you'll see that it'll substitute barbell bench press with dumbbell bench press throughout your entire workout. Okay, so you can do that and substitute as you need to. And this is also great because during your workout, you can substitute these as you need to in your workout. The last thing I wanted to show you that's really important is if you need to know what you did previously, if there's a previous record of your exercise, what you can do is you can click on the actual exercise from this view. I think you have to be in your actual workout view. Click on, let's say, dumbbell bench press. And from here, it'll actually show your history of what you have lifted before and how many sets and what date that you did it. So this is a great way to kind of see if you're progressing in your strength as well, to also get an idea of where to start, and also how to kind of progress. There's also some interesting stats here. As you can see, they're scrolling by. It'll estimate your 1 rep max for you, and you can swipe these so you can change these as you want to. So let's say your estimated 1 rep max for this one is 67.5 pounds. In case you wanted to try a 1 rep max, you can try to get there. Your max weight ever recorded is 45 pounds. Now for this one, since this is a dumbbell bench press, that means this is a 45 pound in each hand, not a total weight. Okay, so this may look completely different from a barbell, which you would actually, probably have double that weight if you wanted to have 45 on each hand, if that makes sense. Okay, scroll that. It'll show you a volume. So your max volume is basically how many lifts you did in one session. To calculate your volume, you take the number of reps times the weight that you lifted, and then you add that for all of the sets that you did. So for example, if we look at that workout of the day at the bottom, 21st of February 2023, that one's an easy one to calculate because it's 15 times 35, and then and since we didn't change weight, we just multiply that by 5 sets, and that'll give us our volume. Okay, but if you change the weight, you have to multiply that differently. You have to take the reps times that weight plus the next sets rep times the weight plus the next sets rep times the weight, etc., etc. Okay, so that's a good way to challenge yourself also, is to take a volume and see if you can beat your volume. But yeah, guys, so that's enough for this video. I don't want to make it too long, but this is a great way to how to build your workouts in Trainerize yourself. So if you want to build your own workout of the day, how you can get into entering your stats, how to build different types of workouts from regular, circuit to interval, how to take a look at your previous stats like we just did, how to see what your personal best to beats are, and how to also schedule these workouts and move them out in your calendar as you need to. I hope this is helpful, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'm here to help always. Take care. Bye.